Welcome everyone to Dead Talk Live. I'm your host Viz from Walking Dead Now. Want to welcome all our viewers who are joining us for the first time, as well as all of our regular viewers. We hope you could spend the next hour with us. We ask you, if you want to support us, please head on over to our YouTube channel, which is called Walking Dead Now, and please subscribe. Marko and Saz are going to be handling the text chats tonight, and I'll be talking to you guys live on the air. So how is everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's having a good Sunday evening. Zambika is joining us on Instagram. Marko is, of course, with us. Trust God. Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Ileana is joining us. On YouTube, we have Saz, Hard Productions, Steven Garza. Dimitri is joining us. Dimitri is my cousin from Los Angeles, and we are going to be sharing some great pictures that he took just a few years back in Hollywood. And I've asked him to join us on the show tonight, and I'm very thankful that he's joined us. Before we get to anything else, I want to wish all the dads out there a very, very happy Father's Day. Hope you guys are having a good one. For the first time ever, as soon as I got up today, all three of my children wished me a happy Father's Day. That is a first. They normally just forget. But today, as soon as I got up, all three of them wished me a happy Father's Day, and that was very, very nice. Very nice. And I want to thank all the people on social media who were sending me happy Father's Day wishes. I want to send them, happy Father's Day wishes to all the dads out there. And I hope you guys are having a good one today. Us dads, we have to stick together, So Maya is saying, I hope you have a good day. I am having a good day. I'm having a great day. Arthur Mendez says, hey, how are you? You already see the release date of the last episode? No, we don't know the release date of the last episode yet. We're all still waiting. CC Weezy has joined us on Instagram. Danielle has joined us. Zambika writes, happy Father's Day to all fathers and Viz. Thank you, Zambika. Marko writes, we missed you yesterday, Zambika. We did miss you yesterday. We're glad you're back with us. And Rich222 is joining us. How you doing, Ann? DJ is waving at us. Hello, DJ. We have a packed house tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Xanders is with us on YouTube. And I want to get to those pictures that my cousin out in LA sent me. So let me bring those up right now. They're really, really cool, and I hope you guys like them. So that is Jesus, Tom Paine. And I want to get the information correct. These were taken October 10th, 2018 in Hollywood at the Wiltern, at the Hoosier Show. And my cousin Dimitri was there, and he took these snapshots of Jesus. We have another one too. Let me show you the other one as well. So that's him. That's Tom Paine enjoying the show. According to Dimitri, he was out of there pretty quickly. He didn't have a chance to stop by and say hello. But those are very, very cool. And, it's Hollywood. So, when you go to Hollywood, don't be surprised when you see celebrities all around. Andrew is with us. Andrew writes, I miss Jesus. Dimitri does say he did vanish. He vanished. He was out of there pretty quick. So, if you want to visit Dimitri's Instagram account, his account info is right there. It's at Color Concepts Painting. That is his Instagram account. If you want to stop by and give him some love, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm getting a lot of the floating hearts on Instagram. I love those things. Thank you so much. And Rich is having withdrawal. Yeah, we're all having the Walking Dead withdrawal, and we're all waiting as patiently as we can to find out when this finale is going to air. So that's all we can do right now. We don't have any official word. Like I said a while ago, I think it's all done, and it's just a scheduling issue. So we'll see. We'll see. Walden has joined us on Instagram. Zambika says, yes, we can't wait. Absolutely. None of us can wait. We're all very psyched about it. Marko sent me a video clip today with Cassidy McClincy in the movie she did before she was on The Walking Dead. So it's a very short clip, and I want to play that for you guys. So here we go.
Hey, Jackie.
Did you date me because you think I look like a guy?
No. No, I actually broke up with you because you don't look like a guy.
Oh. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Welcome.
I thought that was very cute. Marko sent me that clip, and Steven Garza writes, oh my God, I love this movie. The movie's called Love, Simon, and she was in it, and I just love that clip. I never saw the movie. I'll admit I haven't seen the movie yet, but Marko says, please see this movie. The title is Love, Simon. I have not watched it. I will be watching it. Leah has joined us on Instagram. Tex has joined us on Instagram. Anzari has joined us on Instagram. Zambika writes, oh my God, that's cool. Didn't know she was in it. Neither did I, Zambika. Neither did I till Marko sent me that clip. And she is cute. And Rich writes, so cute. She is cute. And from all the people that we've talked to, the stars on the show, the extras that we've had on this show, they all say she's just a fun, lovely, bubbly personality. And I would love to get her on here as a guest. That would be awesome. So let's, I think it's very possible to happen, and I hope she agrees to come on. Hernan has joined us on Instagram. Miss So Happy has joined us on Instagram. Sissa has joined us on Instagram. HTTX. The list goes on and on. We have a nice audience tonight. Zambika writes, it is a cute movie. Maya15 wants to know if it's on Netflix. So Marko, is Love, Simon on Netflix? I do not have the answer to that question. Xanders is giving us a big thumbs up. Xanders, are you the same Xanders that's on YouTube as well? And goes on to say, I will for sure watch it. Xanders is giving me the thumbs up for the views. That's awesome, Xanders. Thank you. Castaneda has joined us. Marko says it is not on Netflix yet. So it's not on Netflix. I don't know which digital platform it's on. There's so many, whether it's Amazon Prime, Vudu. I don't know which one's on. Maybe he can let us know. Castaneda is waving at us. Right back at you. Maya15 writes, can someone give me some Netflix films to watch? I don't know what to watch. Well, I'm sure Marko has plenty of Netflix films to recommend to you, Maya. Marianne has joined us. Andrew is with us. Hey, Andrew. Thank you for joining us tonight. VAZ9 has joined us on Instagram. A lot of floating love hearts on Instagram. Marko is monitoring Instagram. He just told me right before the show started that he's having issues logging onto the universal chat for YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And by the time he told me, it was literally a minute before we went on live. So I had no time to get into his computer and troubleshoot it and fix it. So he's on Instagram. And Saz is monitoring YouTube and Facebook. I mean, YouTube primarily. So we've got all the bases covered. Marko's on Instagram. Saz is to the rescue. Absolutely, Saz. Andrew on YouTube writes, a good show on Netflix is Homeland. Quantico, or Designated Survivor. I have seen all of them. Andrew, what did you think of the series finale of Homeland? I thought it was great. I don't know if you saw it on Showtime. The series just ended. I loved how they ended Homeland on Showtime. They just finished up the series after 8 seasons. Andrew writes, I really liked it. I agree. I really liked how they wrapped that show up. Marco wants to know, Maya, if you're just looking for horror films. Let's see. Junior has joined us on Instagram. Tabo has joined us on Instagram. Marco is recommending Dead Set. That's a good zombie little mini-series on Netflix. It came out a while ago, but it's great. I know we mentioned it several times on this show, but if you're really into zombie movies, and not cheesy zombie movies, but a really good story zombie, this is not a movie, it's a mini-series. It's like 6 parts. I'm not sure if Netflix combined them all into one movie or not, but it's a great show, So, let's see. Zambika agrees. Dead Set. Maya says, I'll have a look. Miss So Happy, it is on Netflix. Okay. CC Wheezy writes, Viz, where did you get that shirt from? It's awesome. Yes, the shirt that is glowing actually makes me part of the background because the shirt has red in it, and my green screen is actually red. I got it from Amazon. A whole bunch with a lot more shirts that are coming in another week or so. It is great. But the reason why I'm blending in with my CGI background is because my CGI background is red, and so is the shirt. And that goes against broadcasting rules. But I don't give a shit. I like this shirt. And, the little red parts here that you guys can see, the background that's just the CGI reflecting off my shirt. They say never wear the same color as your background. And this is the only shirt that I have that has any red in it. But I love this shirt. And yeah, I have my red screen behind me, which is where you guys are seeing Carl and Enid as walkers. But I don't care. I don't care if my shirt blends into the background. I love this shirt. My wife told me today I was looking for it, and she said it kind of got mixed in with the bleach stuff. So this used to be a black shirt, and now it's a very sort of dark gray. I'd say it looks a little rustic, so I'm totally cool with it. Andrew says, cool shirt, thank you. Also Breaking Bad. Oh my God, I love Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. Man, talk about AMC's lineup of shows. They're getting Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles as well. AMC's a big-time player. Ever since they signed The Walking Dead 10 years ago, they've become a big player on the scene. They have a lot of great shows. Breaking Bad was amazing. Better Call Saul is great too. Their latest season just wrapped up. Hard Productions on YouTube writes, I spent most of my day today editing a Negan tribute, and I was almost done with it, and my computer crashed, and I lost all my work. I gotta remember to turn on autosave. I was so mad. Oh man, I feel you, Hard Productions. That's happened to me in the middle of a video edit. And yeah, I save anytime I do any kind of adjustment on an edit. I always save now because, hours and hours, sometimes days go into these 2 or 3 minute video edits. And to have your work be lost. My issue wasn't that the computer crashed, it was the program crashed. And I had to restart it. And yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Let's see. Maya says, cool. Dead Set looks good. Reina has joined us. Julia has joined us. Taxich has joined us. Zambika says, good job, Saz. Absolutely. Marco also goes on to say, if you really enjoy Dead Set, you will enjoy Reality Z. It is the Brazilian version of Dead Set. Leonard has joined us on Instagram. Andrew writes, Animal Kingdom is very good. Animal Kingdom, I watched that. It is very, very good. Miss So Happy says, yes, absolutely. Zambika writes, Black Summer. Oh, man, Zambika. Black Summer is amazing. Okay? Marko had not seen Black Summer. And I think the last time he came to visit me down here in Virginia, I told him about it. And the last episode of Black Summer on Netflix, it's a zombie show. I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but the last episode of, it's only like a 6-episode first season. Season 2 is coming out. The last episode is only 20 minutes long. Saz writes, I love Black Summer. Hard Production writes, isn't Black Summer a spinoff of a Nation? I haven't seen it. I don't think so, Hard Productions. But Black Summer, that last episode, I played just the last episode for Marko. He wanted to see the last episode. So I'm like, okay. And it's a 20-minute action-packed finale. And I think that got Marko hooked. I think he actually ended up seeing the whole season. So I highly recommend Black Summer. If you guys are into good zombie movies, it really mirrors The Walking Dead. It's about surviving in the zombie apocalypse. Awesome show. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. It hasn't gotten the publicity that I think it deserves, but I highly recommend it. Marko is saying, I'm just about to watch the scene where Herschel gets his leg chopped off. Yes, season 3 of The Walking Dead. Missy writes, oh, Herschel, we miss him. Miss the character, we miss the actor who's passed away. Cece Weezy is giving us a thumbs up. Misso Happy writes, love the t-shirt. Thank you, Misso. Jimmy Cody has joined us, is waving at us. Hey, Jimmy, thank you for joining us on Instagram. Zambika also loves the t-shirt. Thank you, guys. Tuka has joined us. Cezia has joined us. Zambika writes, none of us care about that, about the background. Good. I don't care about it either. Maya15 writes, I'm going to watch Dead Set. Now, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Good night, Maya. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. Kimmy is with us. Our other producer, Kimmy. It looks like it's glowing fire around the edges. Yeah, that's what the design is. It's just that it's red and it's reflecting off my CGI background. Summer is with us on Instagram tonight and YouTube. Summer is doing both platforms. 2 out of the 4 platforms tonight. I'm glad you guys love the shirt. I appreciate that. Castaneda writes, I used to watch Animal Kingdom but can't because I cut the cord on the cable and it's not on Netflix or Hulu. You know, how many of you guys have actually cut the cable cord? I mean, yeah, I mean, every channel has its own little page. Not every channel. Majority of them have their own little streaming service where you can watch their shows. But I don't see myself ever taking cable TV out of the picture from my home entertainment system. Let's see. Lizzie has joined us. Kimmy saying hi, Summer. Falano has joined us. Let's see. I want to get to everyone. We have a lot of people. Conde has joined us on Instagram. CC Weezy agrees Black Summer is a good one. Zambika also loves Black Summer. So let me see if I got all caught up here. Xander's Z Nation is awesome. I watched the first 3 seasons of Z Nation and then I stopped. And I'll tell you exactly where I stopped at Z Nation. It got a little bit too silly for me, I guess, and I quit it. I don't know if you guys remember in the first, I don't know if it's season 2 or whatever, when they're in Philadelphia and they use the Liberty Bell that's mounted on the back of a truck, and they use the Liberty Bell to crush several zombies. That scene to me was just so silly. I'm like, I gave this show a shot, and I stopped watching it. But I heard that it got a lot better after that. Uh, but I stopped after that. Hard Production writes, I stopped watching Z Nation when Murphy turned purple. Yeah, yeah, or whatever color he was. So yeah, it just got a little silly for me. But I see you guys what you're saying and how awesome it is. Uh, yeah, maybe one day I'll go back and revisit it. Marco goes on to say, we also lost another icon this weekend. Actor Ian Holm from Lord of the Ring movies and also played Ash in Alien. Oh, that's sad. Um, Whoa, I'm really behind these Instagram chats. Xanders writes, the Blue Girl, lol, they had a few silly scenes. Zambika says, I love everything zombie. Uh, World Wandering is laughing. Uh, Z- World Wandering, Zambika's answering you. He's like, we can tell you love everything zombie by your name. Uh, Zambika says Z Nation is more of a comedy. Yeah, I guess that's what kind of threw me off. Uh, I like comedy, zombie stuff. A lot of stuff comes to mind, like movies. Zombieland, was a little comedic. I loved Zombieland. There's some good ones out there. But Zombieland is probably one of my top favorites when it comes to less serious gore and guts zombie movies. So anyway, moving on to some more news. For those of you guys that saw the 2016 Batman vs Superman movie, you guys will remember that Negan, who's played by J.D. Morgan, and along with Maggie, who's played by Lauren Cohen, they played Bruce Wayne's parents. J.D. Morgan played Thomas Wayne. Anyway, now it's being rumored that J.D. Morgan could be reprising his role as Thomas Wayne in the upcoming Flash movies. That's going to be starring Ezra Miller as the Flash, who is the same person who played the Flash in the DC movies, not Dawn of Justice, the Justice League. So that's very cool that they could be bringing J.D. Morgan into the Flash universe as Thomas Wayne. Dimitri writes, 28 Days, by far the most intense zombie flick. 28 Days was great. I also loved World War Z. We're going into the rage zombies now. World War Z, the ones that can create a human ladder, not a human, they're dead, but, a zombie ladder to scale any wall. I loved World War Z. Marco writes, season 11 hasn't started filming yet. We won't see it until next year. Man, guys, I wish I had some better news on when all this stuff is going to pick up. But if any of you guys have been watching the news here in the United States on what's going on, I don't know, man. I don't want to get too political on what's going on, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Hollywood officially started filming or gave the green light to start filming all their shows and TVs and all that stuff on June 12th. But the way things are going, I have no idea when they're going to resume shooting season 11 of The Walking Dead, or when these movies that are waiting to be released, when they're going to get released. I mean, I have no idea when movie theaters are going to reopen up again. But I can safely guess, as they're doing these phased reopenings and we're starting to see spikes in this pandemic again, movie theaters are probably going to be one of the last places to open up. So, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to start shooting. Everyone's safety, for liability purposes and of course for their safety purposes, is of the utmost importance to everyone. There are a lot of people on the set of a TV show, movies. So I wish I can tell you that they're going to start shooting season 11 again here in the next couple of weeks. It's not looking that way, though. Dimitri writes, America will be fine and things will get back to normal, cousin. We'll see, Dimitri. The way I see it, D, we're taking things I'm taking things on a day-by-day basis. I'm keeping an ear out on the news, not, I'm taking everything with a grain of salt, but I'm just keeping an ear on how things are going to work out. Rogerio has joined us. GUI has joined us. Zambika says 28 Days is one of my favorites. That is an awesome movie. Gasp has joined us on Instagram. Castaneda writes, gotta go. I have a long distance call coming in. All right, Castaneda, thank you for joining us. Zambika writes, I feel like if you have always liked zombie movies and shows, you already have a hand on survival. Just my opinion. Well, let me share something with you, Zambika. This might sound silly to a lot of you guys, but every time, every day when I shower, and once a week when I shave, or we go to the grocery store and buy food, I'm like, okay, if the zombie or any kind of apocalypse breaks out now, we're okay. Because we're just stocked up. We had a hot shower. We're good to go, at least for a couple of weeks into the zombie apocalypse. I know that's completely silly, but, just doing a little play thinking there. Xanders agrees with you, Zambika. Marko writes, Jason Blum went on record today to say that until he gets a confirmation that Halloween Kills will indeed be released in October, he will not release a trailer. He wants to be sure that his fans see it. Yeah, I will be surprised if Halloween Kills gets released this October. I will be surprised. Saz on YouTube writes, I always walk into a place I think if the apocalypse happened right now, I would be okay. Yeah, I'm not serious when I'm thinking this. It's just, playful thinking. But I'm like, okay, if it happens now, I'm good to go for a little bit. Xanders writes, laughing out loud, that's how I live my life. Yeah. CC Wazy writes, I agree on that, Zambika. I feel you have the code on what to do and what not to do. But let's all be serious, guys. If the shit really hits the fan, and yeah, we've been watching these survival movies and TV shows, are we going to fall back on us yelling at the TV screen at these characters to don't do that or don't go there or that's stupid? Or are our own human instincts going to kick in? I'm more likely to believe that our own human instincts are going to kick in, and everything that we supposedly learn on what not to do is going to go right out the window. I hope it doesn't, but that's just what I'm afraid is going to happen. Zambika writes, I know I've seen weird, but I've always kind of thought about it. Yorgos Kondogiannis, we have a Greek with us. Hello, Yorgos, on Instagram. You are talking to a fellow Greek there, Yorgos, and I'm waving at you. Zambika says, I've always looked around and took notice of people around my exits. Always have an exit plan ready. CC Wheezy goes on to say, fight or flight. Xanders, I've been looking for a homestead to live on. This city life is overrated. Oh, man. You're right. If you live in a big city and the shit hits the fan, you're probably in trouble. If you're in suburbia, yeah, your chances might be a little better, but you'll still be in trouble. Uh, Saz writes, I'd be shouting, go for the head, go for the head. Absolutely, absolutely. Zambika writes, you just never know. That's true. You just never know what's going to happen. Oh, man. I can't believe we're already 30 minutes into this show. I want to do something today. Hard Production writes, where I live, we all have guns, so we should make it a while. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have no guns in my house, so yeah. I'm up a creek's paddle on that one. Andrew writes, there's some mountains close to me. I'd go straight for them. They're very isolated with lots of animals and farmland. That's a good idea, Andrew. And you're in Ireland, and that'd be the perfect spot. Go right into the mountains. PH Alves is waving at us on Instagram. Hey, PH, thank you for being with us tonight. So, Screen Rant did a great little article. They titled it 12 Small Details You Will Only Notice When You Rewatch the Walking Dead episodes. So I want to go through them with you guys. Now, I've titled this show, What Do We Think About Daryl's Fate in the Future? And we could spend a few minutes talking about that as to what exactly we think Daryl's fate is going to be on The Walking Dead. I also, I want to get your guys' opinion on this. And if anybody wants to call, please do so. The number to call in live into the show is 718-509-9270 if you're inside the United States. If you're international, please use Skype and search for our name on Skype, which is Walking Dead Now. We are the only ones on Skype with that name. And it's a free call if you're outside the U.S. Summer writes, you in Texas, Hard Productions? Hard Productions says Daryl will be the last man standing. So I want to get your guys' opinion on what Daryl's fate is going to be on the show. Me and Saz were text chatting last night, and she brought up a very interesting question. Is Daryl going to get the fate that Rick got in the comic books? When the show does eventually wrap up, is he going to get Rick's fate? Well, we're not really discussing spoilers here. We're not saying who has lived or died, but we're just discussing hypotheticals. So you're not going to get any spoilers, so don't worry. We're just discussing, that Rick left the show, so that's not a spoiler there. Rick and Carol are still there, and I just want to get a consensus. When it's all said and done with, how are they going to wrap up the show in regards to Daryl? Now, we've heard these rumors that there is going to be Daryl movies, or a movie at least. That has not been confirmed in any way, shape, or form. They're just rumors for right now. Obviously, if there is going to be a Daryl Dixon movie, it's not going to happen till well after the show is over with. Saz brought up an interesting point. Will they give Daryl Rick's fate from the comic books? Rick makes it all the way to the end. He gets shot in regards to the Commonwealth. Now, if they're going to make a Daryl Dixon movie after the show ends, they can't kill him, obviously. So let's see what you guys have to say about that. Trust God writes, Daryl will be there until the end. He is not going anywhere. I absolutely agree. I know that guns are illegal where I am, so we're all done for. CC Weezy writes, I have a Negan bat. Okay, that'll give you some protection. Xanders writes, when Carol turns, she's going to bite Daryl because he won't be able to put her down. Interesting, Xanders. So Xander's theory is that if Carol becomes a walker, Daryl is not going to be able to put her down, and she will end up killing him. That's an interesting theory right there. CC Wheezy writes, Best said he would be the last man standing. Yep, and I think he will be. AMX writes, I can't imagine what Daryl's fate will be because I can't see him dying, but I feel like it would have to be doing something heroic, but I see him being the last man standing. Yeah, Daryl Norman Reedus has said that if they ever kill his character, he was joking around, but if they ever decide to kill Daryl's character before the show ends, he's going to burn the whole set down. He was kidding, obviously. But, yeah, Norman Reedus doesn't want to go anywhere. We don't want him to go anywhere. He's going to be on the show till the very end, and I'm very confident about that. Zambika thinks, I really don't think he will make it to the end. Ooh, Zambika, that's quite a statement right there. Could be true. Marko goes on to say, I think Daryl and Connie are going to fall in love. I think that's already happened. Have a lot of babies and ride off into the sunset. He needs a bath. Yes, he does. He does need a bath. Xanders writes, Daryl will be bitten by Carol when she turns. Yeah. Trust God is laughing at Marko. AMX is also laughing. Zambika writes, I actually don't think they should since he isn't in the comics. Well, that's what makes him so special. And we have absolutely no idea. Daryl Dixon is not in the comic books. He's a TV show only character. He is the biggest fan favorite right now. He is the star of the show. The show did not want Rick to leave. It was Andrew Lincoln's decision to leave, and he got the movie deal. So that's good right there. It would be suicide for The Walking Dead to write off Daryl anytime before the series finale. It would be suicide for the show's future. Trust God writes, did the video pause? Nope. If the video paused on you, it's an Instagram thing. Just exit out of the stream and come back in. Kimmy writes, he doesn't need a bath, though. Oh, come on, Kimmy. Now, let's be honest here. You know, take Daryl Dixon character, all dirty and muddy and bloodied and all that. Maybe this is just a stupid question on my end, but at the end of the day, would you get into bed with him? Maybe that's just a really stupid question for me to ask all the ladies out there, but I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be yeah, but ooh. JIV79 is laughing. Little DYL is waving a little. JIV writes, hell yeah, he's been my favorite since the beginning. Xanders is laughing. I honestly think Daryl and Rick will meet again, probably towards the end of the series. Yes, but I don't think it's going to be in the series. If they meet again, it's going to be in the movies, the Rick Grimes movies. Or if they make a Daryl Dixon movie, they will bring Rick's character, if he makes it through the movies alive, into the Daryl Dixon movie. That'll be interesting right there as well. Anderson, hello Anderson, thank you for joining us. JIV writes, he's sexy though. I get it, JIV. Norman Reedus is a sexy man. You know, no one's arguing that. Zambika writes, oh my god, he does need a hot shower. CC Wheezy writes, Daryl, Connie, and dog. You got the family right there. All you need is the kids. Connie, Daryl, and dog. Zambika writes, that is true. AMX writes, I don't think it is in Daryl to fall in love. I think he is getting too close to Connie, and it might end up like last time. He got close to someone, a.k.a. Beth. Yeah, but Daryl and Beth, it was not a romantic thing. Some people may have wanted it to turn into a romantic thing. I personally did not. It was more of a brother-sisterly relationship. Daryl loved Beth, and Beth loved Daryl, but not in that way. They loved each other in a brother-sisterly way. Marko writes, what would you fans name Dog if you had a choice? Dog. That's his name. I think it's a kick-ass name. Dog. Daryl picked a kick-ass name for his dog. Dog. Kimmy goes on to say, yes, he does. Xanders is responding to Zambika. Just by the game. Oh, you guys are talking about the Walking Dead game. CC Reezy writes, Merle? No. Daryl and Merle were never that close. No. Can you imagine dog being named Merle? Ooh. Chris is with us. I really like this series. Thank you for joining us, Chris. Yeah, we're all Walking Dead fans here. Big family. Thank you for joining us. Kimmy writes, oh my god, that's nasty. Soul Main writes, The Walking Dead Season 11. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to call on my social media regulars, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, because I don't know how long I could keep it up. So whenever a Walking Dead Season 11 or a Walking Dead Season 10 finale question, I would really love it if you guys stepped in and answered. Okay? Because I'm really starting to sound like a broken record. I have no problem continuing to answer, but I would love your guys' help in answering that question. Because we're going to continue getting it. So you guys chip in here and give me a hand on that one. Hard Production writes, I never see the question on YouTube. Oh, you should head on over to Instagram. AMX writes, it would be weird if it was a relationship. Yeah, I would agree. Between Beth and Daryl, it would have been weird. Xanders writes, rest in peace, Beth. Hey, Dan827. Thank you for joining us, Dan. AMX says, I would name my dog Merle. Season 1, Merle. No, I couldn't do that. Let's see. Just scrolling through your chats here. I think Carol is in love with Daryl. Chris writes, I don't agree with that. She loves him. And Daryl loves her, but it's a very deep friendship love. You guys remember back in season 3 when they were in the prison and Carol would tease Daryl about like being a romantic and so on. It only happened in a few clips back in season 3, but she used to love to tease him about that. So I don't see that really happening. Trust God says, we got you, Viz. Thank you, Trust God. I really appreciate them. Appreciate that. JRV writes, Carol doesn't deserve him. Dixon. Dixon's a good name for the dog. I like Dixon. But I like his current name, Dog. Alright, so let's move on. As far as his fate, who knows? Hard Production writes, but if you do see the questions on YouTube, you will answer. Thank you, Ethan. I like Merle, but not worthy of having a dog named after him. Absolutely. I completely agree. So let me bring up this little article on the stuff that, in the small little details that you have to see twice. At least watch the episodes several times to not miss it. There's 12 of them, and we only have less than 15 minutes left, so I don't know how many we'll get through. Fans will always remember Sophia from the Green Farm. She crushed our hearts. But rest assured that while Sophia is gone, her legacy lives on in an incredible way. In Season 7, we were introduced to Henry, a young boy from Hilltop Colony, who befriends Morgan. Henry himself remains a divisive character, but he can surely earn props for being portrayed first by Mason Lintz, who is Matt Lintz, the younger brothers of Sophia actress Madison. So yeah, we've talked about this a lot. For those of you that don't know, the actress who played Sophia, the actors that played young Henry and older Henry are real-life siblings. Madison, Matt, and Mason. They're all real-life siblings. So for those of you that did not know that, there you have it. Wait, did I miss... Wait, hold on. All these website articles. There we go. We have to hit next. All right, next. The day will come when you won't be. This one is all about foreshadowing. Perhaps what makes it more interesting is how long it took to reveal itself to all of us. All the way back in season 1, Jenner gave Rick and his group the chance to escape the self-destructing CDC as his family.
If you
and
have
friends...
Graves' disease,
Are you kidding me?
tears are often a cry for help.
Freaking ads. Anyway, that scared the shit out of me. I don't know. I had no idea where that came from. Anyway, Jenner gave the crew a chance to escape the CDC. As they fled, Rick told the good doctor that he was grateful for the chance to survive. Jenner then pulled him close and said the day will come when you won't be. I don't remember that quote. I mean, we all know when Rick reveals a secret.
If
Are
you
you
have thyroid eye
freaking
disease,
kidding me with these ads? Every time I scroll, the ad replays. God damn. Anyway, I don't remember Jenner saying that quote. The day will come when you won't be. Saz, help me out here. When is that quote actually revealed to us? Because I don't remember it. You guys are laughing your ass off on Instagram. I'm here trying to read an article, and all of a sudden I'm hearing about Graves' disease. It's scaring the shit out of me. Oh my
if you
God.
have thyroid eye disease,
Now we're to thyroid disease. All right, I got to go to the next one. Okay. Goddamn ads. I just want to show off an article. Can't even do that in peace. I'm glad you guys are getting a good laugh out of that one. So anyway, Andrew does remember that line. Summer
blue
remembers
eyes
it.
gleam,
Oh, you gotta
green eyes
fucking be
sparkle.
kidding me.
but red eyes.
Red eyes. We're gonna go through every freaking disease here. And you can't... Here, close ad. Watch, it'll pop up again somewhere. What the hell, Zambika writes. Anyway, Andrew, Saz, when was that said? Yeah, it's when Jenner is shouting at the group. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Hard Production writes it was in the season 1 finale.
If you have thyroid
you know-
eye disease, taping your eyes to fall asleep.
This is not going to work. This is annoying the shit out of me. And I was giving, props to Screen Rant. Anyway, let me just read this next one. And guys, the ad is going to pop up again. At least I'm ready for it this time, and I'll be ready to turn it off. This is just, you can't make this shit up. That's why I love doing this live. I mean, this is what makes live so goddamn fun.
Blue eyes
There we
gleam,
go.
green eyes
There we
sparkle.
go. There we go. Now tell me, you guys can't see the ad because it's too low, but they're showing somebody with red eyes and they look like a walker. Let me see if I can get through this next one. So since we're off on the topic of foreshadowing, let's venture back to before Morgan Jones began to drive fans up the wall with constant mood swings and shifting views on violence and morality. Way back in season 3, Rick, Carl, and Michonne, they found Morgan, obviously, all crazy as bad shit. There, the trio come across Morgan. He is insane. His son is dead. The walls detail his descent into madness. When he talks, he is rambling and incoherent. But amongst his raving, Morgan says something very interesting. Yes, we discussed this a few episodes ago about people wearing the faces of the dead. Although the Whisperers had yet to make an appearance in Robert Kirkman's comics,
If you have thyroid eye disease,
although the Whisperers have yet to make an appearance in Robert Kirkman's comics, and Morgan was clearly a broken man, it could be that such an outburst foreshadows what is to come for the survivors. It's a blink of an eye if you miss a reference, but an interesting one to reevaluate the same. Did Morgan come across the Whisperers at some point? Now, let me just go back. Let me get out of this, okay? I can't deal with that ad anymore.
if you have thyroid eye disease,
Mother,
taping your eyes to fall asleep is
where
a
are
nightmare.
you? Where are you?
Your thyroid eye disease may be getting worse.
Yeah.
Sign
Goodbye.
up at
Goodbye. All right. I closed it down. We're not going to be hearing that again. That's like several minutes of our lives that we're not going to get back. Anyway, did Morgan actually come across the Whisperers? JIV79 writes, yes, he did. Zambika says, I love Morgan. But, that's all well and good. But back then in season 3, they were still in Georgia. And the Whisperers we met while they're in Virginia. So that's the only hang up I have on just that sort of tends me to lean towards Morgan was just batshit crazy. Talking about seeing people, the living wearing the faces of the dead. CC Wheezy writes, no, they were in Georgia and Alpha came from the Baltimore area. Exactly, CC. That's what I'm trying to say. When we saw the flashback of the beginning of the apocalypse with Alpha, she was in Baltimore. There's no indication at all that they were anywhere near Georgia. So, and that episode in season 3, which is called Clear, when they encounter Morgan, all crazy, they are still in Georgia. Xanders writes, I like the crossover with Morgan and Dwight on Fear the Walking Dead. It's one of the best things they've done for that show, Fear. Bringing Morgan and Dwight over to Fear made Fear that much better. And Fear is a great show right now. Hard Production writes, I remember Morgan asking about his peanut butter protein bar. That's right. That's in season 5 or 6 to Michonne. Saz writes, yes. Oh, that's the Jenna thing. Sorry. Let's see what's going on. Xanders likes the crossover. Marko writes, I'm sure Alpha wasn't the only one with that idea. That is true. There's nothing to say that it was just Alpha and the Whisperers that came up with the idea to cut the faces off the dead and wear them as masks so they can blend in with the dead. So, who knows? Andrew Valentine wants to know, will Dwight find his wife? If we were going to get Sherry back on the show, either in Fear or wherever, I think it would have happened by now. So, Summer says she's enjoying Fear the Walking Dead. That's great, Summer. I'm glad you stuck with it. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. But I think if we were going to see Sherry again, which is Dwight's wife, I think we would have found her already. So that sort of leads me to say no. He's not going to find her. Do you think Morgan is dead? No. CC Wheezy writes, do you think Morgan is dead? No, I do not. Yeah, he's alive. Andrew, will Dwight find his wife? JIV writes, no way. Zambika writes, yeah, I agree. It's awesome they crossed over. Marko writes, I think Sherry will pop up and be a big part in the seasons to come. I mean, my feeling is if she was to come back, we would have seen her already. But maybe they're holding her back. Maybe they're holding her back uh, for another storyline down the road. Who knows? Andrew writes, kind of gave up on Fear after season 3. Didn't love it. It was good, but kind of got worse. It does. The last 2 seasons, Andrew, are really good. Because what they did is they eliminated pretty much the whole original cast, with the exception of 3 of them. And they brought in a whole bunch of new characters that are way more interesting. So if you want to tough it out and get to these last 2 seasons, your opinion might change, if you're willing to give it a try. What I always tell everybody, and you heard me say this on the show, if you're watching Fear the Walking Dead, don't benchmark it against The Walking Dead. Watch it as its own show. Because if we benchmark everything against The Walking Dead, we're probably going to be disappointed. Kimmy writes, Zombies, I agree. I like it. Marko writes, I think Sherry is part of Virginia's group. All right. Zambika says, nope, he won't find her. Marco's giving me a time warning. We are almost out of time. Ayub is giving us a smiley love face. Thank you for joining us, Ayub. Cam Parker, do you think Daryl is dead? No. Why would Daryl be dead? Daryl is very much alive. He's not going anywhere. Xander's writes out, spoiler alert. Let's see. Kimmy writes, that's maybe a crossover. We have time for one last, 2 comments. Yeah, I've been watching both shows since day 1, and you can't compare the 2, but Fear has gotten better. Marko agrees. Zambika says good night. We are out of time. Kelsh Christine writes, yep, Fear is its own show and is full of zombies, for which we love. Yoma says, hola, Yoma, thank you for joining us. Guys, we are out of time for tonight. For more info about our show, please visit our website at deadtalklive.com. Please head on over to our YouTube channel, Walking Dead Now, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm missing one. Instagram. Instagram. That's where our biggest following is. Just something, we surpassed 78,000 followers on Instagram. So that's really cool. Excited about that. I want to thank all you guys who are following me. As always, it's great spending this hour with you and talking to you guys. So, until tomorrow night, guys, as always, happy Father's Day, and always stay walking.